Thanks for staying with us. The Two Baba saga has exploded into a public spectacle that has the internet talking non-stop. 2 days ago, a viral video showed his alleged scuffle in the UK, and reports of his arrest added fuel to the fire. The drama only grew during Daddy Freeze's live broadcast, where the raw emotions of loved ones spilled out for everyone to see. It is a story of love shifting from one chapter to another, from Annie to Natasha, and a star trapped between loyalty, passion, and personal struggles. Rumors of substance use, controlling behavior, and cryptic posts by Annie suggest a private battle playing out in full view of the world. Yet, the open displays of affection between Two Baba and Natasha seem to hide the tension, which finally boiled over in a shocking, unforgettable outburst on live video. Watching it all unfold, it feels like a cautionary tale of fame, love, and fragile human relationships. A reminder that even the brightest stars can face storms the world never sees. As this saga unfolds, key questions arise. What really happened in the UK? And was Two Baba truly arrested? How much of the online drama reflects private struggles? What do Annie's cryptic posts reveal? And how does Natasha's public affection fit in? Are the rumors of substance use and controlling behavior true or exaggerated by fame? What does all this tell us about the cost of fame, fragile love, and living under the public eye? What are your thoughts? You can join the conversation and call us on 02016352013 or 09024163440, or Twitter us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Videos have been... All we need is one love. One love. One love. Videos have been flying
everywhere,
back and forth.
Different angles.
Different angles. This one we have...
The same one was from glasses. The way that it was a meta glass video, because that one captured a different angle.
Different angles,
drama
videos, yeah, the police...
Please tell me, because that outburst they say online that happened, I haven't seen that video.
Okay, there was one that happened in the supermarket.
Okay.
Yeah, so we heard Natasha screaming, you know, in the supermarket. You cannot tell me to shut up. You cannot tell me to shut up. I didn't hear much of Two-Face.
How about the online one?
The one between his family that they said is...
No, when Daddy Freeze...
yes, they were having a live. I think they wanted to have a conversation with Two-Face, and it seemed like she was dragging the phone.
Okay.
Like she wanted to be a part of the video or no recording.
Okay.
And then there's some quarters are saying that... they went, I think when they traveled to the UK, allegedly one of the things that caused the fight was fans recognized him, and she insisted that he introduces her to the fans, and he refused, and that was what caused the fight. And it's just been how do we start the conversation, right? I know the first time they started having issues, at some point we talked about it here when Annie just left the relationship, and then he went abroad, online, and we were of the opinion that Annie needed to, stay away, go to like a rehabilitation, take care of herself, and while that the relationship between both of them were very toxic. And then he had jumped into this one almost immediately, or maybe this one was there before the Annie one happened. And some people felt, this babe that you have gone to carry, we show you Shege Pro Max. Others felt, well, he said this woman is his piece. So now we're not seeing the piece turn to maybe like pieces. Let's just hear your thoughts, ladies, before I add my own.
I saw one post online.
Okay, what did it say?
But many social commentators are having a field day. These people have given us something entertainment. Talk about. It's sad that the entertainment that we're discussing is the life of a 50-year-old man having been arrested, someone that we all really liked, danced to in our youth, as we are still forever youth. But the social media comments a lot of things have been saying were about the fact that some people were of the opinion that Two-Face went from frying pan to fire. Some people were of the opinion that when you marry a woman that treats you like a king, the king in you is revealed. When you marry the one that brings out the demon in you comes out. And that for many years, a lot of people loved and celebrated Two-Face. We did not know why. We like this talent, but people are now saying, Annie was the star behind Two-Face. And like suddenly, what now changed? Annie steps out of the scene, and then we now see a Two-Face that is being handcuffed. It's not like this is the first, this is not the first time we've heard that Two-Face, I've used, social media has carried that Two-Face uses, I've used a bit of substance. Yes. But this is the first time we're seeing the effects in such a huge scale. So comments, as a woman, I'm like, oh my goodness, can they just leave women out of it? And then on a lighter note, I wanted to just say congratulations, Annie Idibia. We're really, really happy for you, because she suffered social media bullying heavily when the drama happened between them. And then many people now later started consoling and saying, let's get her help. Suddenly, we're now saying that Annie is not the problem. No woman is the problem. My own school of thought, a 50-year-old man should take responsibility for his life. Anything that happens to a 50-year-old man, at 50, you have reached the age of wisdom and maturity. Take responsibilities. People should stop calling out Natasha, calling Annie. Let us call out the main adults, the most adult of all adults in this business. Two-Face Idibia, innocent Idibia, who has mismanaged his family affairs and become a spectacle that everybody in Nigeria is talking about. Legend, it reminds me of our former honorary distinguished that could not also manage his family affairs. But let's be calling out the men that cannot manage their family.
Yes, now.
And leave the women out of the conversation.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but it's a marriage, so it's about two people.
Thank you.
And as you're right, like you're saying that the older person maybe should take more responsibility. And I think context is important. So for me, it's sad to see someone, first of all, we know that we love Two-Face.
Yeah.
And you can see that he's loved. Fans, and even in the industry, he gets so much respect and love, for who he is, what he's achieved. He paved the way for many of them today. And it's sad to see him unraveling in such a way. He obviously has had his issues, but I think his first marriage was able to keep those issues private.
Yeah.
The most we saw was Anu coming out and talking. And, we always got this picture that he was just a quiet, innocent man in the background.
Yeah.
Yes, So it almost felt like Annie was just too dramatic. Go and figure your things out at home and things like that. Now, he seems to be with someone that is like aura for aura. How do you say? Oha for oha. So if you give it to me, I'll give it to you back in public. There are some marriages where all you have to do is just, you say a wife, hold it in, and then you go home and scatter whatever you want to scatter. But then there are some women that, no,
anyway, you bring
I'm upset right now, everybody will know. And then what happens in that dynamics, when the dynamics change, then he has to be the bigger person. Then now in public, there are videos of them still walking around and trying to prove to the world that we're still together. So she has forced him into the position that Annie was forced to be in. We watched that African whatever that they did, where he openly said he does not think a man it should be monogamous, he can do this, he can do that, and how he hurt her, but he didn't seem to see it. But this particular marriage is teaching him a lesson in appreciation of who you have. That's how I see it. That he had Annie with all her faults and her flaws. At least she kept that image, that mystery around who he was, that respect that he had. We had always heard stories of substance abuse, alcohol abuse, but at least when we see them on the outside, they just seem like an okay, couple. And he kept his respect. But now everything has just been unraveled. Everything, yes. And it is really sad to see. Now, concerning the young lady that he has married, I think that if she has, I think that...
You're so worried.
Yes, because first of all, there are allegations of substance abuse, even with her. And from what we have heard, she was pregnant and has a baby. I hope she was not using...
While she was pregnant?
Yes, while she was pregnant. Okay. And because that baby will be affected. And for me, it really seems like she is a bad... fit. She's not a good fit for him. Not for him personally, not for him as for his brand. And as I took in the paper, I said, everybody has been calling her out as in affecting his brand, but even she has a name and a brand to protect. She's a representative of her constituency. How does she feel? Why would she want to put herself out there to look like she's a problematic person when she, more than him, he's an entertainer. Entertainers can be forgiven for a lot of things, but she is supposed to be a policy maker. So maturity is expected of her. Some sort of wisdom and discernment and comportment is expected of her. And she doesn't seem to be carrying herself in that way. So for me, this is a story for all of us, a huge lesson for all of us. See, sometimes when you're in your marriages, you'll be looking outside and thinking, this is what you would face. And for older, and especially for older men who feel they have reached a certain point, but we have that movement of they now start looking for the younger girls. The younger girls are not like before.
I have a story.
This is younger. These younger girls are on the aura for aura, oha for oha. And we need men. You need to be careful. That's your wife that you have at home. That is covering your shame small.
That has managed you.
Respect her, admire her, and whatever your flaws are, work on it. If people need to go on vacation to be away from all the noise so they can rework your marriage, do that. But jumping from one woman to the other, you just may never know what you find outside.
Let me come to Rama too.
Okay, so when I saw the story online, first of all, I don't even like the fact that they are bringing Annie into this because Annie has moved on. She has moved on. I saw a picture of herself and her kids having fun. She has moved on. This is the thing. Whenever somebody, when they're together before and now he has moved on and she has moved on, every single thing he does, they are going to bring her back into this his drama. So just please, let's try and leave Annie out of this. Let's face him. Him now, for me, that Baba, they should just move because he's not behaving like Baba. They should just move that Baba from his name. He's not behaving like
it should be two.
Honestly, it should just be two. Then that innocent self, they should even remove it. They
put guilty.
Two-faced. So
let me hold you a bit. We're cutting off to join a live broadcast. Viewers can continue watching Your View show by scanning the QR code on the screen. So go ahead, please.
So they should just remove that name because a lot is expected of him. First of all, when I saw that relationship between him and that girl, I've been trying to understand why that relationship between him and the girl. So far in the past, we've seen him have lots of relationships with other women and all of that, but most of the time he has not made them his wife. So I'm wondering why this one is different. I'm trying to understand. Yes, I'm trying to understand what this lady brings to the table. Yes, Two-Face decided to wife her because as soon as he left Annie, immediately he entered this relationship. He didn't even take it.
Why did he say he left?
He did not leave. He was already with the.
He was with her while he was ahead. So
remember, Annie used to cry about a lot of
He didn't take a break,
women.
Nothing. He just entered. So I think karma has caught up with him.
What karma is serving is
exactly. And then somebody wrote somewhere. I saw in the comments. Nigerians are having so many this thing about it. Someone said that there are so many fishes in the river. He reached Two-Face turn. Two-Face go catch shark.
On that note,
let's take a short break when we come back.
I'm sorry,
we continue this conversation. Stay with us.